2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The first round of the Ace Championship is about to begin. Andrew Catalon here, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. Rich, it's a huge day for our featured player. This is their first taste of the PGA Tour. Think back to your first time on tour. What were you thinking on the first tee?
I was trying not to think about anything because every fiber in my body was racing 1,000 miles per hour. It was overwhelming. It was exciting. It was nerves. It was, I think, every emotion that you can possibly have going through your body at one moment in time was there. But at the end of the day, you're here. You're playing on the PGA Tour. There's nothing better.
Did not hit it. The par putt. Here's a look at the updated leaderboard. He is in a tie for second. Let's take a look at the par 5 second.
Yeah, you miss those bunkers on the right-hand side and put yourself in good position down the fairway. Now you got a decision to make. Do I go for it or do I bail out to the left-hand side and give myself a really good opportunity to get it up and down? This green can be really difficult to find. It's got a lot of undulation to it and a lot of water. However, you get the second shot right, and all of a sudden that third shot becomes a lot easier, and birdies are easy to come by.
All right, the putter can come out now. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
A huge right to left swinger.
Not enough pace on that one. Well, a par would look really good on the scorecard right now. And that putt drops, and we move on to the next. The tee shot at 3.
It doesn't have a lot of length to it, but it's also a green that's not super deep. You do have the bunker in the front, but anytime you miss it long and or left, you got a really difficult pitch shot as that green tilts from back to front. But still, it's a pretty straightforward par 3. Not too much danger to it.
All right, Henny is with this group. Henny, what do you see?
Setting up this putt 18 feet from the cup.
Wow. This putt is for par, and it would be a big one. That one drops. Here's a look at the way things stand. Our featured player is in a tie for second. And now teeing off on a par 4.
Par 4 measuring 298 yards. Will the players give it a go or not? Let's find out.
Dare I say eagle putt? This could end up on the green. This is a 6-footer looking for his first birdie of the day with this putt. After that hole, our featured player is making a move.
The 5th at TPC Boston, the most important shot, probably the first one.
Yes, you have to find the fairway here, and it's sometimes not driver. There is a run out on the fairway, but from there, you got a pretty easy, straightforward second shot to a long, narrow green. Just that one deep bunker on the left-hand side that could cause some issues.
Nicely done. Sitting at 1 under. That was a beauty.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
And that should secure the par on this one. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. Currently 1 under for the day. The 6th, the TPC Boston, another par 4 as well, and position off the tee critical.
The bunkers down the right-hand side, only a 3-wood to get to those, but you take out the driver, all of a sudden that water down the left-hand side lurks. From there, you have a green that sits above you just a slight bit. Water still comes into play, especially when they put that pin front left.
From around 120 yards here. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. Oh, this has been a ball striking clinic. Another green in regulation.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. The par 5 7th at TPC Boston just provides you with so many options and challenges.
This is a big hitter's delight right here. They can take those bunkers down the left out of play, and they can carry these fairway bunkers easily. And from here, it actually chases forward from the fairway downhill a little bit to a long, narrow green. Again, for the big hitters, this is easily reachable. For the shorter hitters, you got to have a plan. Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Time for the second shot here at the 7th.
That dog will hunt.
Setting up for his third shot. Oh, just snuck over the edge there. Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
Looking for another birdie here.
Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Over to number 8. It's a par 3.
For a long par 3, you've got to figure out how to hit something high and soft to hold this green. For whatever reason, this green decides to repel golf balls instead of accept them in. I think it's made out of Gore-Tex because there is nothing soft about this green. This is one of the most difficult ones on the golf course.
Pulling hybrid out of the bag. Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down. On the green, but some work to do.
Can he save his par?
Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
It's looking like left to right putt on this one.
And that's a pretty good putt from that distance. 5 feet remains. That's a bogey on the scorecard, and you don't want to give the rest of the field any hope. Now to the finishing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
This is a really cool tee shot here. Take it out to the right-hand side. You leave yourself with a longer second shot, but it's a better angle. But you take it down the left-hand side, maybe carry those bunkers. Now you've got a shortish club. In front of this green, though, everything will run onto the green. So a pin up front, you don't necessarily want to land it on the green as much as you do want to leave it just short of it.
That is a beautiful shot. Well, this would be really nice to get a birdie opportunity. Man, that was close. Wow, you hit an approach shot like that and still come away with a par. That is a bummer. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. And a fantastic round in the books for our featured player, finishing the day on top of the leaderboard.
Well, I tell you, it's always a pleasure working alongside you there, my friend. 3 rounds to go. Should be fun.
It's been a great day. We thank you for joining us. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalon. We'll see you soon. .2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time to find out who will be the victor at the Ace Championship. I'm Andrew Catalon, glad to have you back with us. It is crowded at the top of the leaderboard, a 3-way tie, including our featured player. Time to catch up with the play on the 10th. All right, this is a moment where he needs to get something going to get out of this tie for first place. That is a massive drive. Well, that's the way you play it. 3 feet remain.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
And now after that hole, we've got only one name atop the leaderboard. It's our featured player. Going with 5 wood. A birdie would look really nice on the scorecard. Another birdie. That's the 4th of the day. As we head to the next hole, our featured player has a 2-shot cushion. That is going to work.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Not a bad shot right there. Okay, Henny, what can you tell us about this putt?
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup.
Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
The perfect leave. Uphill, right to left.
This putt is from 10 feet.
Looks good.
That one sneaks in for par. Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead.
Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4.
A blindish tee shot here for these players. You want to keep it down the left-hand side as best possible. That way it opens up the angle into the green, but you also get a better look at this green that is surrounded, jam-packed by 5 really deep bunkers.
Wow, that was just striped. Well, Rich, in the thick stuff here, not a good spot to be.
Looking great so far out the rough.
Lining this one out from a fair ways. And he's down there. You got a read?
This is testing. A big right to left slope.
Putting for a par here. All good putters accelerate through the ball. 4 feet to the cup. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. On the tee now, the par 4 14th hole.
Nothing out there except for fairway, and more fairway. Tee it high, let it fly, because this hole is long. Second shot will play about a half a club downhill to a green that chases away from you ever so slightly. Be wary of that right hand pin position. That can be mean.
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
Oh, really leaned on that tee shot. That went forever.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. He leads the field by a stroke. Going with the 8-iron here. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is going to turn ever so slightly to the right.
That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole. Here we are on the par 4, 15th hole.
You have some bunkers on the left-hand side that you got to be mindful of. Driver not necessarily needs to come out of the bag. Just find the fairway. From there, just a short iron, back uphill ever so slightly to a green that's got all kinds of undulations to it. Good opportunity for a birdie.
This is his second shot. Great ball striking. It's a thing of beauty.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Seemingly an insurmountable lead with just 4 to play. Gotta like his position.
Okay, it's a par 3.
You got water everywhere down the left-hand side, so your eyes are immediately drawn to it. You've got to divert them out to the right-hand side, but don't get clumsy, don't get lackadaisical, and don't miss the screen too far out to the right, because you're going to have a wicked hard chip.
Really like that play. Now a good look at the hole.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
He's got this left for birdie. How did that not go in? And the short par putt is good. And after that, he remains at even par. Teeing off here on the 17th hole.
Just take your tee shot, and if you want to, lay it up down the right-hand side. It's a pretty simple second shot. Big hitters might think about trying to take on the dogleg. No need, though. This green sits down below the second shot, down below the fairway, right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it, they buried a snowman. The base of a snowman, a big lump right in the middle of it. It's a fantastic feature.
Yeah, this is going to airmail the flag.
An opportunity to get to 1 under with this putt. Henny, how tricky is this one?
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right. This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player is up by 5. Well, bad shot, bad break. Whatever the case may be, that did not work out well.
He's coming out of the rough here, and I don't think that's going to be enough.
Imagine the reaction if this chip goes in to win it. Wow, I really like that. Okay, a putt to win the tournament. It's in, and our featured player has clinched the win at the Ace Championship.
A win to begin the season puts this player in such a positive frame of mind for the rest of the season.
And Rich, it was not easy coming in, but our featured player gets it done.
This player stepped up when they needed it the most. That part of it is probably the most impressive thing to me, how they kept everybody else at bay.
Just a phenomenal day. We can't wait to do it again. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for watching.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time for the opening round action of the Bluff Championship right now. Hello everyone, thrilled to have your company this week. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action out on the course. We're thrilled to kick off this week's coverage on 2K Sports. Can't wait to see how this event plays out. Oh, well played. Second shot here on the first. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
This one, it's a 42-footer.
Well, this looks pretty handy. Oh, so close, but an easy par. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Nice, solid opening hole right there.
The second at Central Otago, Rich, is a par 5, which players feel like they'll be able to get there in 2, but they've still got to be very accurate.
They do. Some trees lining both the left and right sides of the fairway. Fairway does pinch in, so the bigger hitters need to worry about that. The second shot, though, back up the hill ever so slightly to a green that sits well above you. Massive outcropping of rocks on the right-hand side short, but anything missing long and left goes down to a really low valley area.
Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, I've got it left to right and quick down this hill.
Looking nice.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And back to the play, shall we? And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Justin Rose currently leads this tournament. The third at Central Otago is consistent with the rest of the golf course, Rich. Just a gorgeous little par 4.
It is. You got out of bounds all down the right-hand side of this hole. That bunker in the distance on the left is in play. So layup short of that. And second shot goes into a very narrow green. Be aware of that out of bounds lurking to the right. Shots missed out to the right probably won't end up out of bounds, but why take the chance?
Wow, was that any good?
Birdie at the last. This for another.
With that hole complete, this player is currently tied for top spot alongside Justin Rose.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The fourth hole is a lengthy par 3 requiring a very accurate long iron.
That bunker fronting the green is not in play. It's just there for aesthetics. Get you thinking a little bit. Anything missed out to the right is going to run all the way down into a really steep hollow, difficult to get it up and down from there. Bailing out to the left is the proper miss.
Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
You gotta love a downhill left-righter.
Can he make one from long range? Par putt coming up here. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Rich, how good is it the PGA Tour has gone to venues like this? This fifth hole, a strong par 4.
It is. This is an amazing hole. Rock outcroppings, both left and right off the tee from there. And just a pencil-like green in the distance. You've got a lot of danger out to the right-hand side. If you make 4 here, you're pleased. Oh, settle down. Stay there.
Oh, that's a pretty good break, that. Staying on the fairway. Playing from around 160 yards. This one is right down the pipe. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? 8 feet to the cup.
A really good look at birdie.
And as we take a look at the standings, this player is currently in first, with Justin Rose second. Wonderfully played. Second shot here on the 6th. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Putting for birdie here. That's signaling your intent. Go and get amongst it early.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
And that will take him now to 4 under the card. As we get to the 7th tee at Central Otago, Rich, there's a bit of a decision to be made off the tee shot.
Not for me. I'm taking driver out every day. Downwind, I can fly that rock outcropping. Into the wind, I need driver just to get to it. Second shot again to a green that's long and surrounded by humps and hollows everywhere. This is a beauty.
They caught it really clean out of the rough. This one could work. This putt was about 8 feet. Just missing the birdie there. That's a shame. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The 8th hole is a strong par 3 here at Central Otago.
Yeah, long par 3. There is a really good place, though, to aim your tee shot, and that's out on the right-hand side. There's a nice little berm out there that can help kick it back to onto the green or close to it. Anything missing out to the left-hand side, you're going to leave yourself below the green with almost a blind second shot in there trying to save par.
Sitting at -4. Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have. And down it goes. And as we take a look at the leaderboard, this player is in top spot and Justin Rose is second.
What a drive. Look at that.
He's setting up for his second shot. That one just missing the fairway, but not a bad outcome. This would be a great up and down. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. If he makes this, he'll save his par. And he's down there. You got a read?
Okay, this one starts out pretty straight, but it will go left at the end.
This is a good chance. And this one will be for bogey. As we make the turn, Rich, our featured player is out in front.
Always great to be in the lead, Luke. There's no doubt about it. But let's face it, lots of golf yet to be played. Let's see how this player handles it.
Yeah, Rich, that was a nerve-wracking day. It was tense, wasn't it? Drama-filled and a tight lead to end it.
Tell you what, Luke, there could be massive fireworks tomorrow. This player, slender lead. Are they going to be able to get a good night's sleep tonight? I'm not so sure.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Elvy. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. Good day, folks. It's time to get ready for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. It's time to kick off the finale of the Bluff Championship. I'm Luke Elvy with Rich Beem. Glad to have you back with us. Rich, as this round begins, what are your thoughts on this particular player?
Should be a lot of nerves. They got the lead. They've been sleeping on it overnight. That is never an easy thing to do. Almost an uncomfortable situation at times, but they are playing well, so they have that confidence going into the final round. But this is going to be a tough afternoon ahead.
And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player is full of confidence, and rightly so.
This for a share of the lead. Ooh. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich.
So close to getting a share of the lead, but gone with that effort for birdie.
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. One win is good, but 2 wins would be great. Ooh, staying aggressive. Going for the green. Ooh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet. Currently 5 under for the event. Welcome to the par 4 12th hole.
How is he going to play this? Lay back or go for it and extend his lead?
That should find the fairway. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
It's looking like about a 32-footer.
This looks pretty tiny, this.
No, cannot.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 13th hole is a par 4.
Tee shot, you want to aim it at those rock outcroppings and go ahead and hit yourself a nice little firm draw out there. Find the heart of the fairway. Second shot, also you want to favor the right-hand side near those rocks. Is anything missing down to the left-hand side? Should be, might be, probably will be a certain bogey.
That shot had Will Zalatoris doing a double take. I think he may be starting to take this rivalry a bit more seriously.
An opportunity for a birdie here. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. Leading by a couple after that hole. This 14th hole is a par 3.
This is a cool feature because the green runs from right to left, helping a draw, but almost repelling a fade, it seems like. You really got to be smart on your club selection here. And as always, you've got to be mindful of the wind.
This one's for birdie. He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Here we are at the par 5, 15th.
I just can't get enough of how they've used these rock outcroppings on this golf course. They're so well placed. The beauty of them, to me, they got it right, especially here on this par 5. The only danger here once you get close to the green is going to be this deep cavernous bunker out there on the right-hand side. But this green is user-friendly. Birdies abound.
That's a high-quality recovery shot. Just a 4-footer remaining. And the putt drops now at 8 under, heading down the stretch.
Woo, that is some pretty good breathing room. Out in front by a bunch.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. The 16th is a par 3.
Just the one lone bunker on the right-hand side, but you have to be mindful of this false front short and right. So tee shots are going to favor the left-hand side where we have more rock outcroppings. Another delightful design.
That's a wonderfully played chip shot there. He has this putt to save his par. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Here we are at the 17th, a par 4. Good looking shot this. Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This is for birdie.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck. Well, that's a handy shot. Time for the second shot on the 18th.
This one is all over it.
This putt for him to win the event. A moment like that, Rich, just fills you with joy. What a performance.
If 1 is good, 2 is twice as nice, isn't it? 2 wins on the season for this player. Awesome stuff.
This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back-to-back, Rich, how significant is that?
Such a hard thing to do, carrying momentum from one week into the next, but getting it done at the day's end, truly, truly magnificent.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. The opening round of the Daybreak Classic is on now. G'day mates, I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course bringing us all the action this week is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. We've got an incredible week of golf in front of us, and we're looking forward to bringing you all the action right here on 2K Sports. We head down to the first tee now. And let's see what he can do here today. And from the bunker here. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. There's a putt of about 6 feet coming up.
The all-important par save here.
And the putt goes down. A nice display of resilience in the end.
After driving it in the bunker off the tee, that's a formidable score right there.
The second at Pinehurst number 2. Rich, tee it high, let it fly.
It's a big hole. You want to aim it at that waist area down the left-hand side. And from there, your second shot to a green that sits slightly above the fairway and plenty of runoff areas all around.
Playing from around 150 yards here. Going with the pitching wedge here.
John, what's going on? Talk to us, Goose.
Hey guys, I'm down here checking out Max Homa as he gets set for his next shot here on the 15th.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. And that will take him now to 1 under for the event. The third hole is another par 4 here at Pinehurst number 2, but not a long one.
A driver not required, just anything to put your tee shot in the fairway. Second shot will be as shortish in length, but again, a green that has runoff areas in all kinds of directions. Still a good birdie opportunity.
His second shot here. Wow. Oh, what a shot. Putting for birdie. So close. Just a short putt remaining here. Sitting at 1 under after that hole. The fourth hole of Pinehurst number 2 is an outstanding and challenging par 4.
Your tee shot through a little bit of shoot there. Fairway cambers from left to right. Next shot straight back up the hill. You got a little bit of room out to the right-hand side that you can use to bank your golf ball off of and get it back on the green. This is a daunting prospect of a hole.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? 12 feet to the cup coming up. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've got it going left to right.
That's disappointing. And this one will be for double bogey. Now 4 back after that hole. The par 5 fifth at Pinehurst number 2, one of the signature holes on the course and a real indication of the quality of the architecture.
Yeah, Corin Crenshaw did a fantastic job here. Fairway does camber from right to left. And from there, second shot back up to the hill to a green that tilts from right to left. And oh, do not miss your next shot to the left. Don't do it because it's just going to keep going and going until it's gone.
Atta boy, good shot. Nice recovery effort there. That should help save his par. This putt, a chance to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard. And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. Over to 6 we go, Rich. The first par 3 here at Pinehurst number 2.
Again, runoff areas both left and right into some pretty deep bunkers. Finding the green in regulation is going to be key.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Setting up miles from the hole. Oh, did you see that fly right past the hole? This must be frustrating. Time to get back on that green. Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer. It's just about 3 feet away.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
And he'll drop down to 1 over for the event. On the tee here at the par 4 7th, Rich, what's the best way to attack it?
Best way to attack it is to be bold off this tee. You want to be able to cut off as much as that dog leg as possible. You want to have the shortest club in your hand to attack this flagstick on another domed green.
Playing this one about 130 yards out. 3 behind our leader. And he's down there. You got a read?
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. The 8th hole is a par 5, the second on the outward half, and one the players are going to want to try and take advantage of.
They certainly do. Most players should be able to reach into. However, finding this green and keeping it there is another thing. There are 0 flat spots on this green. To make birdie, you're going to have a really sharp short game.
This shot is about 140 yards out. 3 strokes off the lead. This putt coming up is for birdie. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. Xander Schauffele currently in top spot. The 9th hole at Pinehurst number 2 continues to feature a green that has so much going on, whether it's crowned or domed, but there's a lot of slope.
And there's a lot of slopes running into some bad spots, isn't there, Luke? Front, you're going back into the bunker. Long, you're going into a bunker. Try and hit it out to the right-hand side into a little flat, safe zone. Take your 2 putts and go on from there.
And that finishes up the efforts with a tiny little tap in. And as we move along, it's Xander Schauffele in first place. Well, with that, unfortunately, this person's event is over. Unable to make the cut here today. That's a shame.
Luke, every player faces this at some point in time, even the greats. You miss a cut. It's never a good feeling, but you learn from all the mistakes you made, you move on, and hopefully forget about it or fix the problems before you tee it up next time.
On behalf of Rich Beem, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're on the cliffs of La Jolla, California, the famed Torrey Pines venue, and it's our opening round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. Hello and welcome. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey. Alongside me is Rich Beam, and out on the course, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Let's get out to the action. And Beamer, your thoughts quickly here on Torrey Pines South. It is a big boy golf course, isn't it?
It is, and these players are in for a rude awakening because they've had some pretty simple golf courses up to this point. But this golf course, U.S. Open venue, this is going to punch you right in the mouth. There's no holding back here. This golf course is flat out tough. One of the toughest tests these players will see all year long. It's usually damp. It's usually cool. The wind blows off the ocean. It is just all around not fun to play in. I tell you what, if you're playing well, you can really find out what you are doing well, and that will help you in the upcoming season a lot.
Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. There are so many stunning holes on this entire property, but there's few more picturesque than this downhill par 3 third.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long. Oh, trying to work a little draw into this flag.
Going with the 7. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
It's disappointing. So close to a birdie. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Currently 1 under for the event. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this 4th hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
5 feet coming up to the cup. An opportunity to make a par here. That's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Not a bad play, that one. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've got it going right to left here.
Come on, don't be shy.
And that should secure the par on this one. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 sixth, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in two. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Maybe going for the green, are we? This now, his third shot. 9 feet to the cup. And holds it for birdie. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Unfortunately, that's going to end up in a tricky spot, sitting at 2 under par.
Nice out the rough here.
And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. It's some work to do, however. This is a lengthy putt here. Let's get back to it, shall we? Oh, 13-footer coming up here.
This for a birdie run.
John, what's the line on this putt?
Well, I think this one's going to be going left to right.
Oh, just missing the birdie there. And finishing this hole with a tap-in putt. And now that finds him in first place. The 8th at Torrey Pines South is an uphill par 3. It can be a hole in one hole, or it can be an absolute brute to even find the green, depending on where that hole location is.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Ah, the birdie just slides by. Yep, well done. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. The final hole on the outward half is a par 5. Runs right against the boundary fence, and it requires 2 big shots.
2 long straight shots required if you want to find this par 5 and 2. If you don't, a nice little layup. Give yourself a good number for a 3rd shot. There is a nice little shelf there. If it pins up top left, watch the spin down on the right hand side. Watch it go in the hole maybe.
A birdie putt awaits. And he's down there. You got a read?
This one is breaking left to right.
And this putt coming up for his par. And as we make the turn, Rich, he's playing very nicely out in front.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
And there you have it. I'll be pleased with that, just sneaking through the cut line.
Absolutely. It's always nice, good feeling to make the cut. Some weeks you just don't quite have your A game, but making the cut, always a positive sign.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. TK Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Well, it's that gorgeous meeting of surf and turf here at La Jolla, California. The final round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is on now. Hello, everyone. Luke Elvey here, and my mate Rich Beam in the booth beside me. We're thrilled to have you with us on 2K Sports today. We're following our featured player who's currently inside the top 30. Let's see how far up the leaderboard he can climb today. We're going down to the 10th hole now. That was absolutely murdered. Second shot here on the 10th hole.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
And if this can go down, he'll save par.
You can cut the tension down here with a knife, guys. He's got this to go in front of Tom Kim.
Ooh. And this one will be for bogey. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. On the tee of the par 3 11th.
Oh, this is just a mean little par 3, isn't it? Not a big target up there green-wise. You got deep bunkers right and left. You got a 2-tier green. It's a fun, good-looking par 3. That's really hard.
Going with the 5-iron here. Sadly hasn't made a putt all day. Hopefully that can change here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Ooh, little downhill left to righter here.
Let's come off the blade beautifully. Oh, beauty. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
This 12th hole is probably one of the toughest tee shots players will face out here. They know they have to hit a good tee shot, a long tee shot, to have any chance or hope of making birdie here. You miss it a little bit out to the right. The rough over there is horrific. You do find the fairway, though. You got a green that tilts from back right to front left, making the second shot so much more imperative to not get it above the hole. Second shot, leave below the hole at all costs.
Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, this one's looking around 30 feet, I'd say.
Ooh, watch this one break. That's well judged. Good speed, good line.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Ooh, bold play here. Going with the Chief off the tee.
This is one of the most interesting par fives you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Lovely effort, that. Time now for the fourth shot. 5 shots off the pace. Didn't that look good for a long time? Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. So close. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. The 14th is a par 4.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side into play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right back against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot.
Sitting at 1 over. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Putting for a par now. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. Welcome to the par 4 15th hole.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
From around 170 yards here.
Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. That's disappointing. A par putt awaits. Ooh, slow down. And as the putt drops, 2 over, heading down the stretch. Welcome to the 16th hole, a par 3.
Yeah, long par 3, especially with multiple tee boxes that can be used. Green is a little bit of boomerang shape, especially back left. That's when things get really tight. But I must say, this is a wonderfully, again, designed par 3 that makes you think an awful lot.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Just 10 feet to the cup here.
This for par.
This looks good. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Sitting at 3 over for the event.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
That's heading for the fairway. Around 110 yards to go.
Straight at it.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And with that putt, he's bounced back immediately from his previous drop shot. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. The 18th hole is a par 5.
I tell you, this is probably one of the, if you talk about risk reward par 5s on the PGA Tour, this has got to be up near the top of the list. You find the fairway, it's just begging you to go for it. You got the water fronting the green, and you have deep bunkers both right and left. But with the history of this hole, you got to go for it, don't you?
Well, Rich, I'm being honest, this lie is putrid. Setting up from the first cut here in the green. It's a well-played chip shot there. His round has come to a close with a bogey. And as we close out all of our rivalry battles, a big thank you to Henny Kwiat for bringing us all the insight and action from this group today.
Oh, it was an honour, Luke. Regardless of the result, we love a good rivalry.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.
It's time to prepare for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. From the picturesque Monterey Peninsula, our first-round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by 2002 PGA champion Rich Beem and Luke Elvey, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. And Rich, the West Coast swing rolls on. We're set up for a great week of action here at historic Pebble Beach.
Yes, we are. The original Bing Crosby Clam Bake. Celebrity clam bake. Get all of your friends to come up here, have a great week about it. Now it's the AT&T Pebble Beach, but it's the same vibe. You got the best in the game on the golf level, and you got the best in the game, whether it's actors, athletes, people in business. This is a big deal to play in this Pro-Am.
That's a pretty good shot right there. This is a hybrid. Target practice with these approach shots, just like that. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
This looks like it's going to go left.
That one just rolls by. Big opportunity here, a putt for birdie. Okay, moving on to the next.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first. Teeing off here on the third.
Nice birdie back there. On to the next.
Let's check in on Tiger Woods from earlier in his round.
Lining up for his third now.
Rich, when Tiger is playing like this, how intimidating is it for the rest of the field?
Well, I hope it's as intimidating as it was when I was out there trying to beat him, because these kids are now getting a taste of what it's like when Tiger is at his best. It's no fun. You don't want to play him when he's at his best.
This could be a big momentum putt. It's for birdie. You could hear that one drop. What a putt. Okay, let's update the leaderboard, and after that hole, the tie is broken. We have a solo leader.
Rich, we get our first look at the beach here at Pebble Beach. This fourth, there's a short one, but beguiling.
It is just around the 325-yard mark. Most players tend to lay up and just have a wedge for their second. However, the big sticks, they can go ahead and take a rip at it, but beware, the beach lurks closely down the right-hand side.
Standing up over this one after a bunch of birdies.
Always a good way to start. Let's see where they go from here.
Wonderfully played, fought against the wind.
6 feet remaining to the cup.
This for a birdie.
Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
The fifth hole, Rich, the first of the par threes. Much to it?
There is. This green is tiny. It's minuscule. And you have what over to the right-hand side? Oh, yes, the Pacific Ocean. No, thank you. A par 3 here is an excellent score.
Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
And this next putt, it's for bogey. Job done. Let's head to the next. Leading by a shot after that hole. The sixth hole here, Rich, at Pebble Beach, is a tale of two halves, isn't it? A strong tee shot down the hill towards the ocean, and then the second, the approach shot back up the hill.
There's no doubt about it, Luke. This is just a spectacular par 5. The beauty of it, though, is that you can mess it up in a hurry. This is a very difficult par 5. Don't make any bones about it.
Very nice shot.
This is his second shot. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. "16 feet to the hole." John, have you got a read on this one?
It's going to go down the hill here and to the left. Let's see how he handles it.
Three feet to go here to the hole. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
We've made our way to the par 3 7th hole. I think this one's coming in nicely. 5 feet remain.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Chalk up another. That's the 6th birdie of the day.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Great touch here, Luke. Watch this.
Pretty straightforward shot. About what you'd expect to see from this player.
Let's take a quick moment to look at the updated leaderboard. As we move on to the next hole, it's a 3-shot cushion for our leader. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 4. I think this one will find the fairway quite easily.
John, give us an update. What's shaking?
Hello, Andrew. I'm down here with Tom Kim as he gets set for his next shot here on the 6th.
Has he holed it?
We're back. Time to have more live play. All right, Henny, what does this look like?
By my estimation, he's got around 170 here.
And the mindset now is to get up and down from here. That's a really nice play.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
As we take a look at the leaderboard, he's in first place, but Tiger Woods is hot on his heels. We've reached the closing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
Five under at the moment.
From where he was, he's got to be loving this.
And 10 feet left. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
Oh, this is going hard left.
That was close.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Let's take a quick look at the leaderboard. Tiger Woods is in second place, right behind our featured player. Folks, at the end of this first round, he's going to find himself in first place. Not bad, Rich.
Not bad whatsoever, but still just the opening day. Lots of golf left to play. However, it does give you a little boost of confidence going forward, knowing that right now you're at the top of your form, your game is good, and you're in a good space.
That will do it for us today. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalon. Have a great night. "2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today will be a special day for one player. It's the final round of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Andrew Catalon here, pleased to have you back with us. 6 under par for our featured player as we begin today's coverage. Let's go down to the 10th hole. That's a really nice shot. This is about a 120-yard shot. Currently trailing by 1. That is right on target. That's a textbook swing on the approach shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
This putt to move into a share of the lead. Another birdie on the scorecard. That's 4 for the day. And with that, he moves to 9 under par.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Time for the tee shot at 11.
Thankfully, a breather hole after the last few. This is just a 3-wood. Could be a driver up the hill. Second shot, very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
Yeah, I like that. That's okay there. That's a safe shot. Hennie is greenside.
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
I was already writing a circle on the scorecard. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. We've made our way to a par 3.
And this is a mean one. Not going to lie. It's mean. It's right around 185 yards, but the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
Setting up in the greenside rough. Needs this to drop to save par. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first. The 13th hole is a par 4. That is an absolute missile. Let's go down to Hennie.
Yeah, he's got roughly 110 to the pin here. All right, he's going with a little extra club. Gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
Now this putt for birdie. He gets that one to drop. That's his 5th birdie of the day. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard.
On the tee now, the par 5, 14th.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
That's a bit out of shape. Second shot here on the 14th hole. Yeah, that one will play. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, what a shot by our leader. And 11 under in front of the player with this putt. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
This one's going to go down the hill and to the right, I believe.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. He's currently sitting in first place. Time to face a par 4.
Hitting it anywhere down the left-hand side off the tee will find one of those deep bunkers, so you need to avoid those. Hit it out to the right, which will leave a great second shot into this green.
Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
That drive, he hit it so far, there's no divots in the fairway where he hit it.
That's nicely done. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
This is a 12-footer here.
Ooh. And this one is for his par. And with that putt hold now double digits under par, -10 as we head to the final few holes.
And anything can happen down the stretch. Let's see what takes place.
You've arrived at the 16th, a par 4. Not quite sure about the strike on that one. This could be heading towards the rough. Setting up for this one in the second cut.